Hi everybody. Last time we talked about two assurance processes and systems. The first one basically was about the assurance of the well integrity, and the other things is the assurance process and systems of the scale and flow assurance, like scale and asphaltene management systems. Those things, as we have discussed and have presented, is to ensure normal and safe operations and for the well integrity envelope and equipment, like safety critical equipment, as well as to maintain smooth of operation and flow of the production in terms of preventing or treatment of the scale, strontium scale and asphaltene. We'll talk about the drilling quality standard DQS, which the definition of this kind of documents is a compilation of comprehensive processes and procedures to assure, as I said earlier, and control the quality of the purchased equipment by the drilling equipment by the operators, by the operating companies, and as well as the completion equipment, drilling equipment and completion equipment. For having implementing the API Q2 on the third party or the service company, you ensure high quality of services providing by the third party. Now we talk about what is DQS structures. The DQS structures consist of or contains 5 mandatory processes and 13 supplementary processes and procedures and 7 standards. Each of these documents deals with different purpose and different scope of work. Also, as a part of the DQS, we have to have 27 forms. These forms is used to, record and document the operations, different type of operation, and document of the equipment use and failures if there is failures. As we said earlier, there is ultimate objective for this kind of developing equipment, DQS, which is the drilling quality standards, and the API Q2 certification of the service companies to ensure adequate quality of the equipment, materials, services according to the company standards and international codes and industry practices. The other objective is to reduce the risk of failures and operating costs. Also, as I said earlier in a brief, to improve the efficiency of the performance for tracking the different type of equipment failures like NCR. By having this kind of equipment failure system, you need to provide the highest level of care to the drilling equipment and the service tools, along with the people competency as mentioned earlier. Continuation of the advantages of to have DQS and API Q2 certification for the contracts is also to reduce risk of failures or any errors, reduce the operating and capital cost. It's also for the image of the company to have standardization of business and processes and methods from an international standards. If we go to the part one, a major part of the of the components of the DQS is to have a system on the investigation like NCR, which focuses on root causes and the preventive and corrective actions of the problems. Also to have a facts-based decision. Once you have this NCR system, it will help you to have a facts-based decision taking and establishing auditing system, certification processes, and for the better quality assurance over the equipment purchase, and in addition to better control over the contracted services provided by third party. Also, and in terms of company or the operating company, equipment is to have the manufacturers and service provider will follow the certain standards set by the company in order to ensure high quality of for the requirements, the products and the services, which is providing highest level of care during the drilling operation and service tools along with the people competency. Okay, if we go to the what are the requirements of the procedures for the wellhead equipment is also part of the DQS, which is basically concerning the wellhead equipment. You need to have standards for the purchasing of wellhead equipments from the time, the day of planning and ordering this equipment, either wellhead equipment, downhole and completion equipment, OCTG equipment, drilling and completion services also, both surface and downhole services and equipment. Also, part of the DQS is for handling and storaging, the packaging and preservation system in order to ensure the DQS implementation, which is help for the root causes of the problems and analysis, and provide corrective actions and preventive action, of course. Also, investigation equipment is of the equipment failures is very important. If equipment failure analysis, IFA, is part of the DQS and inspection and testing of new tools. All these processes and systems are available, should be available basically, and the DQS system, in addition to the auditing. Whenever you need to audit the operation being done by on the rig, or auditing on the contractor equipment and the storaging in terms of preservation, handling and packing, all these things. Thank you again and see you next videos.